There are moments in pop culture when you stop, blink twice, and think, Harper's Bazaar, what just happened? After seeing Meghan Markle's December 2025 cover for the magazine's art issue, one thing was clear. Someone at Harper's Bazaar's headquarters made a bold choice that morning. The cover hit social media like a meteor, sparking a whirlwind of confusion and disbelief, with everyone asking, is this for real? Even those who don't follow celebrity news were drawn in, wondering, why does this look like a high-budget LinkedIn profile picture? And honestly, that's a pretty generous take. Let's break this down. The outfits, the quotes, the "I invited myself but it was all part of the plan" vibe, the spiritual, humble bragging, and the paradox of preaching authenticity while clearly lacking it. Harper's Bazaar put Meghan on the cover as barefaced as a celebrity can be. 6 layers of no makeup, studio lighting, blur filters, and a bit of prayer. Her hair pulled back, her expression somewhere between a supermarket security camera and a mom at 3 a.m., realizing her toddler is awake again. It was billed as the art issue, but the true art was in the trolling. Harper's Bazaar stripped Meghan down to her essence, and that essence was, well, mid. They wanted the world to see that despite the glam, nothing substantial was left. Someone in styling clearly thought, Pamela Anderson did the no makeup look, and it was a hit. Let's have Meghan try that vibe. But Pamela looked empowered and serene, while Meghan looked like she lost a battle with a blow-dryer she never turned on. Then came the second shot. Meghan in a sleeveless red dress with a cape, looking like someone asked for Renaissance Fair meets superhero comic meets mother of the bride. She stands there, staring dramatically into the distance, like she's waiting for a prophecy. The aesthetic is monkcore meets wellness retreat. Founder meets a minor supporting role in a perfume ad. It's oversized, draped fabrics, mystical guru stares, and minimalist makeup. I'm above earthly concerns. Energy. People were wondering, why is she dressed like Gandhi's understudy? Others said, this is what happens when you try to cosplay a visionary but forget the vision. Now let's dive into the quotes. Meghan gives us her signature blend of humble brags, lofty metaphors, and the "I'm so profound" vibes. She starts by saying, you learn not to do it again. If it all goes swimmingly, you don't learn. Okay, that's fair. But the interview quickly devolves into Meghan Markle philosophy, those airy statements that feel like they were generated by an inspirational quote machine running on low battery. She says, there's no such thing as perfect. I too get to make mistakes. Which, if this photo shoot is any evidence, she's truly embracing. Then she talks about watching her kids learn new things and giving herself the same grace she gives them. All lovely, wholesome sentiments. But it feels like every interview she gives follows this same rhythm. Motherhood, growth, learning, imperfection, founder energy, empowerment, repeat. Like an audiobook stuck on loop. People online were like, yes, Meghan, we know you're learning and growing. You tell us this every 3 weeks. And of course, no Meghan interview would be complete without reminding everyone how deeply Harry loves her. This part was a journey. Meghan says, he loves me boldly, fully. Girl, blink twice if you're writing Hallmark cards under duress. Then, no one in the world loves me more than him. Okay, that's a sentence. Not like your kids, your mom, just Harry. Only Harry. This line set the internet ablaze, not because it was poetic, but because it felt like a monologue from a soap opera. And still, no mention of how much she loves him, just how much he loves her. People were like, is this an interview or a Valentine's Day ad? Then came the Balenciaga Fashion Week incident. This was maybe the most unintentionally hilarious part. Meghan explained her viral Balenciaga attendance by saying, I reached out and said, happy to come and support you. We kept it a secret. It was fun. Translation, I RSVP'd to an event nobody invited me to, but I brought good vibes. Meanwhile, the designer basically said she just showed up. The internet collectively screamed, How are you sitting in the front row when you begged for that seat? This entire saga is like showing up to a party and pretending the host begged you to attend. One of the most mocked details? Apparently, she insists on being announced as Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, before entering a room, like she's about to knight someone with a ceremonial baguette. People couldn't believe it. Someone wrote, "This is giving local Renaissance fair performer who takes the role way too seriously." Another said, "Girl, you live in Montecito. Your town crier is probably your assistant Susan with a clipboard." Nearly every reader agreed. The article was 1,000 words of filler, vague self-help slogans, and the same bullet points recycled from every interview since 2016. Hardworking, authentic, mother, founder, growth, grace, kitchen office, random STEM visit. It's like her PR team has a checklist they refuse to update. People joked, "It's so boring. Her own ghostwriter fell asleep halfway through. It's like watching beige wallpaper describe itself." The photos genuinely look like the creative team was on strike, but still showed up to work. Some said, "This looks like the best shot. I'm afraid to see the worst." Photographer definitely hates her. So much could have been edited or fixed. Why does she look like she's cosplaying Victoria Beckham at a discount photo booth? Every photo makes her look 10 years older and 10 times more confused. Some swore the hair and makeup crew quit halfway, leaving Meghan to fend for herself, with a hotel mirror and a prayer. Others theorized she insisted on the barefaced look to match Pamela Anderson's aesthetic, which, once again, she did not invent. The general consensus? Harper's Bazaar didn't come to play, they came to expose. If the photos weren't enough, the behind-the-scenes video arrived. And oh boy, black and white, slow motion, dramatic hand poses, staring into the lens like she's trying to telepathically communicate with the photographer. Someone online said, "It's giving, I watched one Victoria Beckham video and now I'm a fashion icon." Another said, "This is full Zoolander. Someone tell her blue steel is supposed to be ironic." Meghan Markle's every new article is positioned as, "This time Meghan finally tells her truth." But it's always the same truth, the same anecdotes, the same epiphanies, the same metaphors. It's like she has one template and just hits resend. People joke that after all these times she's opened up, she's basically an emotional piñata at this point. Every time Meghan tries to craft a new narrative, it somehow collapses into chaos, like watching someone build a sandcastle during a tsunami. But one thing's for sure, she will be back in another interview, another photo shoot, another self-help coded pseudo-philosophical monologue, telling us once again about authenticity, growth, motherhood, and the journey. She never stops.